Chosen one, have you ever woken up and felt like something is not quite right within you? You've rested your body, maybe even indulged in all the comforts you thought would bring relief, good food, plenty of sleep, quiet moments to retreat, but still, something lingers. It's not the tiredness of your muscles or the dullness of your eyes, it's something deeper. It's as if your spirit has been carrying the weight of 1,000 unseen battles. This deep heaviness clings to you like an invisible chain, and no matter what you do, it doesn't seem to lift. If you've ever experienced this, I need you to hear this. You are not weak. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are chosen. The very fact that you are reading or listening to this is not a coincidence. This message has found you in divine timing because you were always meant to hear it. Before we dive deeper, let's take a moment to reflect on something that's been written for you. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. This is from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. This passage wasn't just spoken to the prophet Jeremiah, it was spoken over you long before your birth. This is why you've always felt different, as though your soul was connected to something greater than this world. What you're feeling isn't just physical exhaustion, it's the weariness of the soul. You're carrying light in a world drenched in shadows, and that burden is sacred, even though it feels heavy. And the fact that this message is reaching you right now means that it's time for you to acknowledge that divine truth. This isn't a message for everyone. It's not for those who are still asleep in the illusion of this world. This message is for you, the chosen ones, the bearers of light, the ones who have been entrusted with spiritual labor. This is for the healers who absorb pain and transmute it into peace, for the visionaries who can see through the veil of the ordinary. This is for you. If you're reading this right now, it means you are one of those people who have always felt out of place, like you've been walking through life carrying more than your fair share of burdens. And that weariness? That isn't a sign of weakness. It's proof that you are living with a higher purpose. Your soul knows something that your mind might have tried to deny. You were never meant to fit in. You were designed to carry frequencies most people will never even recognize. The awareness you carry is sacred, and yes, it's heavy. You were made for more than this world can offer, and that's why you feel the tug of something deeper. Your soul is yearning for alignment with divine timing, with the true rhythm of the universe. And that yearning causes tension. That's the weariness you feel, the fatigue of walking between worlds. As Jesus himself said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. This wasn't just poetic language. Jesus knew what it was like to carry the burden of light in a world of darkness, and he recognized that those chosen to walk this path would experience weariness not just physically, but spiritually. That exhaustion you feel, it's proof of your spiritual assignment. You're not exhausted because you're doing something wrong. You're exhausted because you're living between the physical world and the eternal world. You are both flesh and spirit, and this dual existence requires more energy than most people can comprehend. While others move through life unaware of the spiritual realm, you have always known more than you should, felt more than you should, and carried burdens that others can't even see. But that sensitivity is not a flaw, it's your greatest gift. The psalmist said, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Psalm 34:18. Your soul vibrates on a frequency that others can't always understand. You are close to God in ways they may never experience, because your heart aches for truth, healing, and divine alignment. But there's a truth that no one really talks about. When you shine with that kind of light, it doesn't only attract those who need warmth and love, it also attracts shadows. You've probably noticed it: strangers unloading their pain on you, friends leaning on you until you feel drained, family expecting your energy without realizing how much you give. This is more than kindness. This is spiritual labor. You absorb fear without intending to, transmute anger, calm storms, and do things that most people can't even imagine. You're living out the ministry of Christ, touching the broken, comforting the grieving, feeding the hungry. But not always with bread, but with your presence, with your light, with your love. Even Jesus, in his ministry, had to step away to find rest. Luke 5:16 tells us, Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. Why did he need that solitude? Because even in his divine nature, he understood that pouring constantly into others without restoration eventually depletes the vessel. If Jesus needed time to recharge, then you, chosen one, need that too. And let's be honest, the battles you face don't stop when you sleep. That's why you've woken up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. with your heart racing, drenched in dreams that feel more like visions than random nighttime stories. Your body might be at rest, but your spirit is still working. You're interceding in the spiritual realm, protecting, fighting battles that others can't even comprehend. Ephesians 6:12 makes it clear, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Your tiredness is the result of being in a spiritual battle that no one else even knows exists. But hear this, your exhaustion is not a sign of defeat. It's proof that you are engaged in a war that matters. If the enemy wasn't threatened by your light, they wouldn't resist you. Darkness only pushes back when light rises. This is why you are being refined in the trials. You're under attack, not because you are weak, but because you are dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. Consider the story of Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, and imprisoned, but eventually elevated to a place of power in God's time. His story wasn't shaped by ease, it was shaped by struggle. Romans 8:18 reminds us, I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. Chosen one, part of your exhaustion comes from trying to serve two masters, the world's demands and your soul's calling. The world screams, hustle, strive, be productive. But your spirit whispers, slow down, breathe, align. You weren't built to run in a system that worships busyness. You were created to walk in divine timing with purpose. Ecclesiastes 3 reminds us, to everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose under heaven. The fatigue you feel is your soul crying out against being forced into rhythms that don't belong to you. And when you ignore that call, your body will bear the cost. This is why stillness is not laziness, silence is not weakness, solitude is not abandonment, it's preservation. Remember how Elijah discovered God, not in the wind, the earthquake, or the fire, but in a gentle whisper. 1 Kings 19:12. That whisper is waiting for you in the quiet moments. But the world doesn't like silence. It fears it, because silence gives birth to power. That's why your spirit aches for it, That's why you feel peace when you step away from the noise. But it's not just people or schedules that drain you, it's the environments, technology, and even your thoughts. Energy vampires come in many forms, not always with malice, but often because they are unhealed souls, leaning on your light because they don't know how to find their own. If you don't draw boundaries, they will continue to drain you. Proverbs 4:23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Guarding your heart means protecting your energy. It means learning to say no, even when it feels difficult. It means realizing not everyone deserves access to your spirit. And yes, even your own inner dialogue can deplete you. When you rehearse self-doubt, fear, or criticism, you tear holes in your energy field. That's why the Bible tells us, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." Proverbs 18:21. Speak life, speak light, speak truth over yourself. Declare, "I am protected, I am chosen, I am aligned with divine timing." These aren't just words, they are spiritual weapons. So, what do you do when this exhaustion feels endless? You restore intentionally. Treat rest as holy, not optional. God Himself rested on the seventh day and blessed it. Genesis 2-3. Rest isn't a weakness, it's divine law. Begin seeing your sleep as spiritual preparation. Create sacred rituals around your rest. Pray before bed. Express gratitude. Call your energy back. Declare protection over your spirit. Surround yourself with stillness. Invite the presence of angels. Psalm 91 promises, "He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." You are not alone in this battle. You never have been. Step outside, touch the earth, breathe with the trees, feel the sun on your skin. These are not luxuries, they are medicine. The earth was created not just as a home, but as a healer. Romans 1:20 tells us, "For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, His eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made." When you reconnect with creation, you reconnect with the Creator. Above all, listen to the deeper message behind your fatigue. It's not here to punish you, it's here to transform you. Your tiredness is your cocoon, your chrysalis, the sacred in-between where your old self dissolves so your higher self can emerge. Isaiah 40:31 declares, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Your weariness is not forever. It is the valley before the ascent. It is the pruning before the fruit. Don't fight this season. Honor it. Learn from it. Ask yourself, what in my life is draining me instead of nourishing me? What am I clinging to that no longer belongs? What rhythms no longer align with my spirit? Release what must be released. Trust the process. The more you surrender, the lighter you will become. And when you rise, and you will rise, you will not return to who you were. You will emerge refined, stronger, clearer, more aligned. This is your spiritual rebirth. This is why you've been tired. This is why you've been stripped. Because something new is coming alive in you. Something holy, something unstoppable. So, chosen one, let me leave you with this. Your fatigue is not failure. Your stillness is not wasted time. Your longing for peace is not weakness. It is divine strategy. God is slowing you down to align you with your real assignment. Don't run from it. Embrace it, protect it, walk in it. Because the world needs the version of you that emerges on the other side of this season. If you feel this word in your spirit, declare it right now. Write 777 if you are awakening, 44 if you are calling for protection, 99 if you know something is ending, 33 if you are stepping into clarity. Let heaven and earth witness your declaration. Never forget, you are chosen, you are sacred, and your light will never be extinguished. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1-5.